Hey, listen, if you're a business coach or consultant, if you're a content creator, if you are an agency owner and you help businesses with their digital marketing or online marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever the case may be, and you're having a hard time figuring out who do I reach out to? How do I find them? How do I find the information to communicate with them? How do I find out what their needs are before I reach out to them? And then once I gain them as a client, how do I actually get them quick results so that they stay and pay for years, not just months? Or pay you a one-time upfront fee. If that at all sounds like you, then pay attention to this video, watch the entire thing, because I'm going to share with you how to find who it is that you need to communicate with, how to find their contact information, how to find out what their needs are before you reach out to them so that you know how to get their attention and make them reach back out to you and looking for what it is that you offer. And then I'm going to share with you templates and scripts and all the information that you need to start that communication, to gain them as a client, and to get them quick results. All right, so for starters, I'm Wally Carmichael. If you don't know who I am already, I'm the founder of both Hydra Business Suite, a full all-in-one business suite, plus it's everything that any business absolutely needs in their business to be successful both online and offline. There's plenty of videos out there on my YouTube channel and on my social media platforms for you to go find out more about that. And we will be touching on some of the assets built within there today on this video. I'm also the founder of Center Mass Consulting. With Center Mass Consulting, I specifically work with business coaches and consultants who want to build or grow their current business consulting practice. And quite frankly, primarily I like to work with military leaders who have experience in leadership, because leadership is hard to teach. It's an experience that you have to have many years of experience in to be really good at it. You bring that to us and we can show you the business strategies that you need to be a successful and in-demand business consultant. But what we're talking about here today is, as a business consultant or a content creator, agency owner, digital marketer, and you're having a challenge finding clients, I'm going to show you a couple tools, one that I've been using successfully, but now we're really upping that game today. And I'm going to share with you a tool that I've been using over the last couple of days that is absolutely mind-blowing, that gets you in front of the right people with the information that you need, how to contact them, and the information you need to contact them and get their attention so that they just absolutely want to reach out to you and get you on a Zoom or get you on the phone to find out what it is that you offer and what you can do for them. And I'll even show you how to find people that have already raised their hand and said, I want to pay $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $12,000 for this service. They're already out there. All you got to do is reach out to them, share with them your services in the right way so that they want to hire you. I'm going to show you how to impress them on the first contact. All right, you ready? Let's get into it. So here on the screen is one of the tools that I've been using that I have access to within Hydra Business Suite. And you, as an account holder within Hydra Business Suite, you don't necessarily have access to this prospecting tool directly, but you'll have access to it through me and my team. When you reach out, we'll get you these audits in bundles of 5 to 10, depending on how many you want. And we can even go higher than that, but we'll talk about that at that time. So what we do with this tool here is we come into the prospecting tool and we literally just search for industries in specific areas, or we search for specific businesses that we want to do a marketing analysis on. And what that marketing analysis does is it looks like this. It basically comes through and shares with us their Google business profile status, if they've claimed it, if they've verified it. And oftentimes they've verified it, but they're not active on it and they don't have it properly optimized. As a business strategist and consultant, or even if you're a Google business profile expert, you can reach out to them and share with them your services. I can see if they have a text-enabled business number, and in this case it looks like they do, but oftentimes when I talk to these business owners, I find out that they don't really have a text-enabled business number, they're just using their cell phone that's listed. They can't send mass text messages through their cell phone number. They have to have a actual business cell phone number that is A2P 10DLC compliant. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. We'll talk about that later. But you have to have that to be able to mass send out emails automatically to remind people of appointments that they have coming up, or to send out any sort of offer that you have for that month, or birthday offer or something like that. Business photos on the business profile, Google Business Profile, are very important. This one's got 9+ photos, which they need more depending on how long they've been in business. And those photos can be posted by the business owner's team, or they can be posted through reviews. When people submit a review, sometimes they send pictures of their meal or their experience or the family at the park or whatever the case may be. And you want to encourage people to do that because Google likes that. Review replies. This particular business has replied to 14% of their reviews, and we have a system built in within Hydra Business Suite that can actually help them, one, type out the reply so that all they have to do is review it and send it, or they can auto write the reply through AI and go ahead and send it automatically. And quite frankly, the AI writes a lot better than most business owners do anyway, because they just don't have the time to do so. Coming over here on this side, we've got this particular business doesn't have a chat widget on their website. And those that do have widgets on their website, it'd be down here usually or on the side. It's usually an email type of thing where somebody's going to get back to them as soon as possible. But most people want their questions answered right away. So it's an AI chat widget. We can have AI connected to it, or it can be two-way text so that it goes directly to the business owner in the app that we give them from Hydra Business Suite, where they keep track of all of them, and they can reply directly back via text, and the person asking the question gets the answer right back on their cell phone. So they don't have to wait around in front of the computer or something to wait for the answer. I can see if they have a WordPress site. If they do, I can find out how much they're paying for that site, and I might be able to get better hosting for them right here in Hydra Business Suite. And then, of course, their operating hours. If their operating hours make sense, are they good to go? And if not, then it'll have a red check there, and I can reach out to them for that and consult with them on that. It also provides who their competitors are, and we can also do a competitors analysis using Hydra AI. I'll show you how to do that later. And then it gives some other information here based on listings. Here's the Google reviews. If they had Facebook reviews, their Facebook reviews would be over here. We've got a few negatives, some of their positive reviews, and then their listings. We've got a system built within Hydra Business Suite that can help them get matched up and get listed on all of these or most of these listings online. And then, of course, we got some information to see how quickly their website opens on mobile and desktop. This one's doing pretty good. Now, I've been using this information to reach out to business owners in a very unique way, which I'll share with you at another time once you're working with Hydra Business Suite, because this is a very powerful, very effective way to reach out to business owners, get their attention, and then they almost literally get right back to you within a couple minutes, definitely within a couple days. It greatly increases the amount of business owners who reach back out and reply to the message, to the email or the text or whatever the case may be, because of the way that it is presented. And when they present this information properly, they get back with you right away, and the conversion rate is very high. Again, because of the way that we make the presentation. Now, that's what I've been doing. Let me show you what I've been doing for the last couple days that takes this to the next level. Now, this is what I've been using over the last couple days in conjunction with the marketing audit, and already getting really good results because of the detail of information that I'm able to get. Now, what you're looking at here is the SMM Deal Finder. This Deal Finder, you can go out and find it. You can sign up for it yourself, but I have an affiliate link in the description of this video. And if you'll use that description link, when you do get access to it and you decide you also want to get access to Hydra Business Suite, we are going to cut you a really good deal and give you 10 marketing analysis at no cost whatsoever. And you're going to pair this together, as I'm going to share with you here in the rest of this video. So what you do with the Deal Finder is you literally just search up any industry, you search up a keyword in any city, and you'll find deals, not only the the businesses, but their contact information, if they have social media, what their social media is, if they're marketing on Facebook ads or Google ads, and other information I'm going to show you here in just a second. If you don't know who to search, you're at such a point where I just don't know what industry to search, you can look down here and see what industries other people are searching. For instance, I recently searched med spa, so in Chandler, Arizona, but there's a lot of other people searching here. It'll give you an idea. But let's say, for instance, I want to search, let's say, pet sitter, and let's call it, let's say Phoenix, Arizona. And I go ahead and find the search. Not a lot of people working with pet sitters as coaches and consultants, or even as digital marketers of any sort. So it pulls up all of these, and then you can go to next and next and next, and you can see here that you got Bark 23 dog sitting and care. You can see their social media platforms that they're on. Click on those and it'll take you right to their social media platform. That's valuable information because you can look at the content that they're creating, and you can see if they're marketing on Facebook. Let's click on this and see what happens. In this case, they don't have any active ads going, but at some point they did have Facebook ads going. Why did they stop? You might want to reach out to them and say, why did you stop? I noticed that you were doing Facebook ads. Why did you stop doing Facebook ads? We can click over here and see some additional research. We can see their Google business profile. We can come down here to look at reviews, because within Hydra Business Suite, we can set up Google reviews for them and even get those Google reviews answered. So you can see here, I like to go to newest, and you can see they've got some really good reviews, but here's the problem. They haven't replied to any of them. Okay, they replied to this one. That one was 2 years ago. But some of these more recent ones, 6 months ago, they don't even have any recent reviews. So what we would want to do is set up a review request automation within Hydra Business Suite to reach out to the clients that they've recently served to ask for a review. If it comes back negative, it doesn't go to Google reviews, it goes directly into the account, so that the business owner can reply and correct the problem possibly before the customer sends the Google review or sends a review into Google or Facebook. But for those that come back positive, then it automatically sends back and says, hey, can you repeat that, copy that and put it onto a Google review or Facebook review or whatever review system they're using. Then we can have Hydra Business Suite reply to the review after a couple of minutes, a couple hours, however often we want to do that. And the AI, quite frankly, writes much better replies than most business owners do, because they're just busy, and they'll usually just say something like, thank you, we appreciate that, or we hope to do better. No, it's got to be better than that, because Google wants to see those replies. And we can get a lot more information from this here as well. So that's what you find when you come through here. And then if I want to add this particular one, which I'll add this to my list, it comes over here into my leads. And now I've got that lead that I can go into, and I'm not going to go in there because I've got some additional notes and information in there. But on the leads page, you've got the business, you've got their contact information, you've got notes, and then you've got the last time that you contacted them. I can go in and see when is the last time that one of my team members contacted one of those businesses, and I can also see if they closed into a client. Because I'll be able to have a tab there for them to close into a client, and we put them into Hydra Business Suite. Now let me show you what it looks like when they do have a Facebook ad out there. So for instance, this La Vida Med Spa, you can see they're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and they're running ads. And if I click on here, it actually comes over here to this ad, and I can see that the La Vida Med Spa has, for a limited time, La Vida Med Spa is offering $7.99 unit of Botox, which is really cool. What's happening with most of these businesses that are advertising on Facebook, they usually don't have any sort of market dominating position, a clear call to action. So in this case, we've got a video.
Hello, Nurse Christy here, just going over some areas we can talk here at La Vida.
So it goes to the video, looks kind of interesting. Maybe it gets somebody's attention, and the conversion equation is interrupt, engage, educate, and offer. So we've got the interrupt, somebody who's looking for some sort of Botox or something like that. They might interrupt the scroll. Then they get a little bit of engagement because they're saying that they got, wow, that's a pretty good price. I guess, I don't know Botox prices, but I guess, $100 off dermal filters and stuff like that. So that might get my attention. That would interrupt and engage. And then to educate, you have to get more information. I don't normally go to get offer. They're actually doing it really good in this case. But what most business owners are doing is it says, learn more or contact us here. And in the learn more, generally it goes directly to a website, and then the prospect gets kind of lost in all that. You generally want to send them to a Facebook form. That way they gather the information that Facebook gets for them, and then you've got Facebook is continuously showing that ad to more people like that who filled out that form. In this case, when they click on get offer, they're actually doing it very well. It goes to a squeeze page, does have their phone number up here. It's also got a fill-in form, but it says specifically what they're going to get. The only thing I would change about this is I would add some sort of a chat widget over here, which we can do from Hydra Business Suite. We can add a two-way text chat here, or even a AI chat that will answer and conversationally answer frequently asked questions right here so that people can get their questions answered right away. Like, does it hurt? What's the downtime? Different types of questions that might be asked of this type of business. Now, don't you think that that's valuable information to have so far? Now, what are you going to do with that information? Well, I'm going to get to that, because what you're going to do with that information is you're going to reach out to these business owners in such a way that you're absolutely going to get their attention, and they're going to want to reply back to you as soon as possible to find out what it is that you can do for them to help their ad perform better, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times better, or to even get their ad up and running again. Like in the previous example, they used to run ads, but they don't run ads anymore. So that's one thing. Now, that's how you search for any industry in any location and find all of that information and their contact information. But what if there was a way that you could find business owners who have already raised their hand and literally said somewhere online that they are willing to pay $3,000, $5,000, $12,000 for a particular service that you might offer? All you'd have to do is reach out to them and say, I'm the one you've been looking for, right? Especially when you do it the way that we share with you on how to reach out to these business owners and get their attention. So check this out. Your dream has come true. We've got the deal finder here. And what the deal finder is, let's say for instance we want to look in specifically Arizona, and we want to look for a minimum monthly cash flow. That's our cash flow, how much we want to get paid monthly. I want to look for a minimum monthly cash flow of $3,000. It could be up to $5,000 on here, but let's put $3,000 or more. I don't like to work with really big companies. I like to work with the smaller companies. Let's say employees. And then the categories, in this case, I want to work with is social media, because in Hydra Business Suite, we have the social media planner where we can literally, my team can put together social media content for months. We have different packages on that. Months, charge accordingly. We can have all of that content built and going out on 2 to 3 different platforms every single day or every other day or however often they want. Because business owners, they start doing social media content, and we can see that by looking at their social media from the Finder and see how often they're posting and what their engagement is. And then we can reach out to them and say, hey, I see that you've been posting on social media. I know it's difficult as a business owner to be consistent, and you have to be consistent in order to be relevant online and be found. We can set that up for you. We can start with a 3-month package at XYZ a cost and have it all done for you. And then you can just post periodically when you have special events or special offers or something like that. How's that sound? And you say, look, we're $3,000 a month, or we're $1,000 a month, or whatever makes sense for them. But in this case, they've already raised their hand. Now, if you look right here, the first thing that I start doing when I look at this list is I look for what I specifically put in the category, because it'll still add different things in here. Specifically, social media coordinator. They have 10 employees. They're in Arizona. I can analyze it, but I want to look at this score right here, lead score, 7.36. That is very high. That means that they are going to convert more likely than somebody down here who's a 6.92, or there might be some down here that might even be less if we were to go through here. This is the one I was looking at, La Vida Med Spa. Okay, that sounds interesting. I like working with med spas. That's why I went ahead and I did an analysis. So what I did was I clicked on analysis here, and it gives me more details. Okay, I can see they're in Chandler, Arizona. That's cool. I like that area. Company needs social media management. I can do that. Content creation. I can do that because I got Hydra AI that does all my content creation for my businesses. It makes my life a lot easier. And as a business consultant, Hydra AI just makes so much easier, makes your life so much easier and quicker and much better than most of us can write copy. I'll show you that in just a minute. Marketing strategy and development, absolutely do that. Trend analysis, our Hydra AI can do a trend analysis as well, or at least a competitors analysis. And then graphic design. My team does some graphic design. We do a lot in Canva and some other tools, but we can do graphics design. If not, I've got another agency that I work with that specifically does graphic design. AI lead score calculation. This is really important. So their likelihood of success is high, which means it's highly likely that I will be able to land them as a client. They're a small company and it's in a high income state, which is Arizona. I can add them to my leads list, which I've already done. Or actually, if I also want to do more research. And that's going to open up the page that I've already got opened up over here. So I'm going to close that one. And you can see here that I'll go back to there in just a minute. So just as I said before, I'm going to go through their Google Business profile, check out how they're doing on their reviews and see what their ads are doing. And I've already looked at that and kind of gone over that with you. So again, can you see how valuable this information is at your fingertips? Then what I did was I took that information and I came back over to the niche finder and I entered in here La Vida Med Spa in Chandler, Arizona, and I did a search and it came up with this right here. And it tells me what social media platforms they're on. I can go take a look at that, see how often they're posting. I can see if they're putting ads on Facebook. I can go ahead and do the more research, which is what I did over here, and I already walked through that with you right here. And now what I do is I take that information and I go a step further that's beyond what we have in here. I already know that they're willing to spend $3,500 a month for my type of services. I already know all this other information about them. Now I want a way to get in front of them that is absolutely going to blow their mind. So I come over here back into Hydra Business Suite and to prospecting. I search them up if they're in here, and they should be, and they're in Gilbert, Chandler. I can go ahead and search them up here. And what this does is pulls up the business here in the prospecting tool. I've got the same information. You can see it's 4.9 reviews, 662 reviews, just like it is over here. Pulls the same information in. It tells me if they've claimed their Google Business profile, if they have a WordPress, and it says the conversion rate is only 24%, but I already know so much about this business that I'm going to be able to convert this business into a client in very short order. I can save the prospect. I've got all of their additional business information here. Now it takes a few minutes for this report to be generated, but here we have it. We see a lot of red, right? We see some green. And this tells us some very valuable information, obviously. They've got 15 not listed and 8 listings. We've got their information here. It looks like they're doing pretty good here, but we already know they don't have a chat widget on their website. We saw that. We know they got their Google Business profile claimed. I want to verify that this is actually a business number that's text enabled. They're doing pretty good on their photos, 9+. But we can look at that and take a look a little bit deeper. And then we've got their closest competitors to them, right? We can see how that breaks down with the SEO and the other information here. So now I can click over here and I can share this report. I can either copy the link or I can open the link right here. I can share this link with the business owner and I can reach out to them in our very special way that I'm going to share with you here in just a minute. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to share it with you here in just a minute, and I'll tell you why I'm going to share that when I get ready to share it. But before we do that, I want to continue going through some of the rest of this deal finder here and give you some other ideas of what you have in here. You have the sales script. I'll go over that in just a second. You have the money finder. Where is your money? Have you ever heard that? Grant Cardone always says that. Who's got my money? Somebody out there has got your money. Somebody out there has a need to be filled. You can fill that need if it falls into that category, and they've got the money to pay to get that need taken care of. And all you have to do is hover over one of these and click on, say for instance, California has got $21 million worth of business sitting there waiting for somebody to go get it. Arizona has 4 million. Florida has 9 million. The state I lived in for 10 years, over 1 million. Come up here, New Hampshire has over 3 million. Come all the way over here to Washington, 4 million. So there's money out there to be had, and you can just kind of play with this and see what states, where the money's at. It's everywhere. Like I said, I'm not going to go into leads because I got personal notes and information in there on these business owners, but you can also come over here to learn some of these strategies from one of the creator of this software, right? And just a phenomenal guy who can help you with a lot of this stuff as well. If you don't know how to do some of this, you can go there and learn it. We teach some of it here at Hydra Business Suite as well, and in fact, he's one of the guys that I've learned from. Now, real quick, I want to show you how to use this AI sales script, but after this, I'm going to show you an even better AI tool built within Hydra Business Suite called Hydra AI that does an even better job. But this will get you started if you don't have access to Hydra AI. So I'm just going to copy and paste in here what I had put just for the time's sake, but I do social media content creation. In this case, I'm just going to put creation in here and posting to 3 platforms. The niche that I want to do in this case is firearms instructors, like working with those guys. And I'll go ahead and put in here basically some more information that I wanted to come up with. Then I'm going to generate that. Takes a few minutes for this to generate. I'll pause and then come back in just a second. All right, so here we are. You've got the sales script for social media content creation. It has an intro here that tells you some things to consider. Then you've got some icebreakers, some ways to kind of get your foot in the door, talk to that gatekeeper or talk to the person online, however you're going to reach out to them. More importantly, it's going to blow their mind, get their attention, and they're definitely going to want to reach back out to you. So here's just a few openers. You can pause and read those. You've got some continuing the conversation, and it has an example of what how the conversation might go. Again, you can pause and read that. And then if they have some sort of objection or they protest the call, then you can possibly share this conversation, have this conversation with them. Some important reminders and then some notes here as far as prospecting is concerned using this and how often you should do it. Now that's good, right? You could use that. But what you could do even better is use Hydra AI. So once you do get access to Hydra AI for yourself and your business owner clients, the first thing you want to do is come over here and click on products and services. Answer a few questions. There's a video here that walks you through step by step how to answer each one of these questions, and you can create as many products and services for yourself or for your business owner client that they have. You answer these questions, give a very brief a very good description. Detailed is obviously better. You put in competitive alternatives. Who are the competitors to that business, to that service? You go to generate personas, and then it keeps on going down the process until you have the entire product and service listed out there and you have it in the system. Then you come over here to brand positioning. You come over here and you answer these 6 questions. Who is your target audience? What's the tone of voice you want to use? And then answer these 4 questions as detailed as possible. You generate the narrative. It creates the narrative. We'll come back over here to the main narrative because it looks a lot better. This is the narrative for Hydra Business Suite. The elevator pitch comes up with the colors, but I put my own colors in here. We can show you how to do that. And it defines what those colors are down at the bottom. I'll show you that. Here's a customer avatar, Alex in this case, and is a driven business coach. So in this case, I'm reaching out to somebody who's a driven business coach, even shares an AI image. You've got the pain point of the avatar. You've got the positioning of the business, of your business or your client's business, the solution that solves the pain point and the risk of not doing business with that service or business with that business. Then you've got the value propositions and taglines. These are really short little things. You can recreate these using AI and use them as social media posts. You can definitely use these taglines when you're out talking and networking with people. And then at the bottom down here, it shares what is the meaning of those colors, how are they portrayed in people's minds based on all that neurological stuff that I quite frankly don't understand very much, but it gets the job done. Then once you have those two done, all you have to do is come over here into content modules, or it's the same thing down the line here, and come in here and see you can do a competitor analysis. What does your competitor do? How can you use that information? A SWOT analysis is extremely valuable. You can create a lead magnet, whether it's a checklist, a cheat sheet, infograph, whatever you want. You can create the outline for it and then go over here into sites and create a page specifically for that lead magnet. You've got the lead magnet delivery email, if you're going to send that lead magnet out in an email. If you want to create ad copy, all these ads over here that are created, some of them are good, they're doing pretty good, but what if your client doesn't have great ads? Or you don't have great ads? Then you can come in here and have the ad created based off of, let me just show you real quick. All you got to do is come in here and select whatever product you've already created. These are products that I've created for this account. So I can say, for instance, brush up on your firearms training. It automatically puts in there who the competition might be, who the, all that information from that service, which one of the target audience do I want. I'm going to pick one of the avatars, the persona, which is not picking up because it's already got the audience up here. Their biggest pain point, I want this on an 8th grade, written on an 8th grade level in the voice of Grant Cardone, or I can put it in the voice of a millennial, Ryan Reynolds, Sarah Silverman, or I can write in whoever I want, Clint Eastwood, Yosemite Sam, whatever, have fun with it. And then hit next, and then it creates the next part of that process. So all you got to do is answer questions. And it gets all of these. You can pause. I'm just going to scroll through here, but you can see all of the stuff that you can create. All the prompts are in here already. This is prompt-free AI copywriting. These are prompts that have been put in here by some of the greatest copywriters on the planet today, have contributed to this, and the prompts are already built in here. Video sales letter. You may have seen some of the explainer videos. What I do is I put the content in here, whatever service it is. I get the video sales letter out, or I use the YouTube script as well. It scripts it out. I give that to my team or to somebody on Fiverr or Upwork, and they create an explainer video from that content. So if you're ever sitting there going, I need an explainer video, but I don't know how to express what I need done, it's right here. If you're writing blogs every day, you can write blogs every day right here through the AI. Social media posts, hashtags, brand website. You can brand an entire website using that product or service in conjunction with the brand positioning, and create an entire website page after page after page. What it does is it creates the content. Then you come over here to sites and go to websites under sites and start creating your website. All the content, and not just for you, but also for your business owner client. And something I haven't even gotten into yet, we've already got websites, squeeze pages, nurture campaigns, lead magnets, and all of that for over 60 industries. And you can find those at hydrabusinesssuite.com under the pricing tab. All right, so if you're still here, congratulations. That tells me a lot. You're definitely an action taker, and you're definitely looking for a way to get in front of the right ideal prospects, how to engage with them, how to show them what they need in their business, how to find the ones that are already raised their hand and willing to pay. Now, throughout the course of this video, I've been talking about a way that we reach out to business owners that is unique and gets their attention. And you can do this. I promise you can do this. And they are going to want to reach back out to you to find out what your offer is. If you want that information, just comment on this video, and one of our team members will reach out to you and get your information to send you that process. All right? It's been a pleasure sharing this with you. We look forward to meeting you. We look forward to serving you so that you can thrive in your business and you can help other people thrive in their business. I appreciate what you do. Take care. We'll see you next time. Now, if you look right here, La Vida Med Spa, that's how I ended up looking at them up here, because they said that they would